modes and kinds of graces. It is not very accurate to believe grace is generic. No. Grace is like energy. It may be the same energy, but there are different modes of the operation. And this is what he's saying. There is a grace responsible for wealth and abundance in the kingdom. Look up, please. There is a grace responsible for speed and recovery and restoration. There is a grace responsible for influence. Are we together now? There is a grace responsible for favor. There are different graces. Now, this is our lives and our destinies will need these graces like a pass for the doors to open. You're not just going to come and say, I'm a Christian, I'm born again, let the doors of favor open. No. The grace that makes for that result must be upon you. Are we together now? So I have the grace for speed. Hold my hands. Every time I walk, this is the grace that goes with me. Watch this. As far as delay is concerned, it will never come near me because the grace is there, but I can still be broke. Watch this. There is, because the requisite level of grace that makes for prosperity, the availability of this will not replace that. Believers, watch this, because I may be describing you now. So you can finish school at age 19 because you carry this grace. You can become a PhD holder at age 22, yet you will not have one car, because the grace that makes for this dimension of possibility is not in your life. You can be a faithful Christian. I show you how the economy of God's kingdom works. Then one day you come for a conference like this, and then whilst the word is going and your pastor is teaching, another dimension. Hold my hand. Watch this. Listen, Paul is teaching us here. Now, these things are invisible, but the circumstances in your life know them and they honor them. So I'm carrying a grace for speed. Now I'm carrying a grace for wealth. Watch this. The grace for wealth will make that all of the products and the services I produce, there will always be someone to come to reward me in exchange. But the only problem is that my life may still be hard, although I'm prospering, because I do not have the grace for favor. Now, the proof of favor is not money. The proof of favor is the loyalty of men. Are we together? I can have this, but I will have to wake up in the morning by myself, sleep late in the night by myself, and even eat the bread of sorrow. I'm prospering. Now, look at my life. If I come to pastor for counseling, I'll say, Pastor, by God's grace, I finished school fast. By God's grace, I'm not poor. And she says, what is wrong? I don't know why men don't like me. You see, listen, if you understand this, you will know how to help people, because their complaints are revealing the deficiency of the grace. Now, Paul is teaching us that the goal is that you produce good works, dimensions of results, and that these results are controlled by several levels of graces. Just help those under the anointing, please. Listen, look at me. There is a grace that is responsible for increase.